Okay, now let's take a look at this problem. Step number 1 is download the CSV file, the shopping cart analysis.csv file. Step number 2 is create a data frame called product categories, right? And then that exclude the receipt ID. So you should remove this receipt ID column. And then use a priority functions and association rules, right? And then create association rule rules data model called product rules, right? And then for the cutoff points, right? For the support, the cutoff percentage is 15%. And for the confidence percent, it should be 50%, right? For the confidence is 50 and support is 15%, right? So that's the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at this code. First, you have to mount your Google Drive, right? You mount Google Drive and then there's input NumPy, right? And then read the CSV file, the shopping analysis, the CSV file, and result will be saved in the product, the categories all, right? So that's, but if you look at this problem, it says what? You have to delete the receipt ID column, right? And then what? Store that output in this data frame variable, product categories, right? So the product categories is equal to the product categories of all, and then I'm going to drop this column, receipt ID column. Since it's a column, your axis is 1, right? Okay, so let's just run this. Yes, you will see that this is the output, right? So now let's take, this is long. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So now when you look at it, look at this column, there's no receipt ID, right? It's been removed, okay? And then you know that it's like 1 or 0 and 1 and zeros, right? Because this is something called hard encoding, okay? So 1 and 0 and 1 and 0, right? Okay. So we are to create the rules. First, we need to use a priori method. You know that a priori functions expect the data in one hard encoded Panda data frame. So as you can see, this is what we see 101010, right? That is called one hard encoded, right? So you see that it's all 1010 and 10, right? So that's what it means by one hard encoded Panda data frame, okay? And a priority algorithm starts by setting the minimum support threshold. This minimum number of times an item must occur in the database in order for it to be considered as a frequent item set, right? This algorithm then fill out any candidate item, the item sets that do not meet the minimum support threshold. Okay, so now for that, for the a priority functions, right? We set the minimum support is 0.15 because it says 15%, right? So that's how I set it up, and then run, right? And then I can see this this item set, right? These transactions. Okay, so transaction from 0 to transaction to 15. Okay, so so we have a 16 transactions because it starts from 0, and then we're gonna create the association rule using the method called association rule. And for the confidence, right? It says what? So the confidence cutoff is 50%, 0.5. So the minimum threshold for the confidence is what? It's a 0.5, right? And let's take a look at these rules. So how many rules are generated from this, right? From these transactions, we create this rule set. How many rule set? From 0 to 11. So there are a total of 12 association rules are generated. So if you look at the problem number 1, how many association rules are generated? Answer is 12, right? Oops. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So basically, this is the basic, the Python code to solve these problems. Okay. So I'm done with my. I'm done with this step, right? Just create a basic Python implementation, right? I shows the basic Python implementations. In my next video lecture, I'm going to take a look at a couple of problems, okay? So thank you.